This is such a bad beat for me in every way possible. So let me give a little context here, okay? So I don't know if we talked about it on the show, like 6 months ago, your mom gave me a hard time about the car needing new tires. And I was like, we do not need new tires. We just got the car. You're wrong. And then like a week later, I was driving with her and one of our tires went flat. And she was like, oh, we don't need new tires. So then I made an appointment to buy 4 new tires. And between then and when we got the new tires, another tire went flat. But when she was driving, you remember that? And it was like, she just
you got out of the car and fixed it.
I got out of the car and fixed it the first time. Then I had to go fix it the second time. Whole thing was a disaster. And the biggest disaster was I argued with your mom about something and then was just proven dead ass wrong. And I hit the clock for segments 1 and 2. I'm going to need a little extra time for this one. So, like a week ago, man, your mom and I are driving. Because when she and I are in the car, I drive 100% of the time. So a week ago, your mom and I are driving. And she does what she loves to do, which is tell me about my bad driving. And I just couldn't take it anymore. And I was like, you know what? I think I don't want to fight. I think, though, I'm going to take a break from driving. I think I'll start being the passenger. Like, you don't like how I drive. I'd rather just chill anyway. She's like, oh, she
just insulted you out of the passenger.
Just insulted at me out of driving. And I'm like, I don't want to fight. But that, of course, leads to not a fight, but a discussion, right? And at one point during the discussion, I'm like, babe, we've been together almost 15 years. I've never been in a car accident. I was like, do you think that's just luck? And she said, basically, yes, I do think it's luck. Because she's been in a few. And I don't say anything about her driving. She's like, yeah, I do think it's luck. I think you're a bad driver. And you're just lucky you don't get in accidents. I'm like, okay. I think my record speaks for itself. That was 1 week ago. All right.
Welcome to the team.
We'll fast forward to yesterday. So I, on Saturday night, had a few cocktails with, I'm not going to name names, but someone I work with here at Fox. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave my car at his house and Uber back to the hotel because I've been drinking.
Smart man.
And do the responsible thing. So Sunday morning rolls around. I wake up. I Uber to my buddy's house. I don't knock on his door or anything. I just Uber to where my car is. Make a U-turn in this residential street. I am 20 feet from where the car was originally parked, going in the other direction. Because I've made the U-turn, I'm kind of like, over on the other side of the street. And a damn cat darts into the street. And instead of stopping, I try to swerve. And I just crush this $100,000 BMW parked on the side of the road. I mean, I'm driving this Jeep and I just nail it and like almost drive up on the car. Bang my head on the steering wheel, the whole 9. It's a loud enough collision that my coworker heard it from his house, didn't know it was me, came outside in his pajamas. And I'm in the street having wrecked his neighbor's car.
Okay.
And so now I'm driving a rental.
You got some money problems now at this point, I assume.
Well, let's be honest. I don't have a money problem, but there will be a financial penalty associated with this because I mess up this dude's car. I'm in the rental. I didn't get the insurance on the rental because those things are a scam. Like my car insurance follows me, but I'm sure it's not going to be an easy process. I'm sure. And so this happened yesterday. I've contacted and connected with, cuz by the way, I couldn't find the guy whose car it was. I knocked on every door in the neighborhood. So I just left a note on the windshield and left my number with someone who was walking down the street because they said they knew the person. So I've gotten in contact with him and sent that person all my info. So I know like that's going to be taken care of. But I haven't even called the car rental place yet. I don't even know what to tell them.
You just got a messed up Jeep right now. How bad's the Jeep?
It's not great, buddy. It's not great. None of it's great. I mean, it's like And the car I hit was not what we'd call a cheap car. It's not gonna. I'm not gonna be able to pull the old Demonze, which is, hey, how about we meet and I give you $1,500 in a parking lot? It probably pays for the vehicle. That ain't gonna fly here. This is gonna be a real thing that is impacting my life now. And the worst part of all of it, worse than the money, worse than any of it, is that your mom now, oh God, gets to be like, oh, you don't get in wrecks, huh? You just hit parked cars. And as soon as I was supposed to pick her up from the airport. That's what I was doing. I was on my way to pick her up from the airport. And I had to text her and tell her, you got to Uber. Oh, you don't want to get up? I'm like, no, I got up. But the car's, it's drivable-ish. So, yeah. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.